The Tsar Tank was one of the most unusual armored fighting vehicles ever conceived, developed in the Russian Empire during World War I. Designed by engineer Nikolai Lebedenko between 1914 and 1915, the project aimed to solve a major problem of trench warfare: how to cross wide trenches, barbed wire, and uneven terrain without getting stuck. What made the Tsar tank extraordinary was its radical design. Instead of using caterpillar tracks like most tanks, it adopted a tricycle layout with two enormous front wheels and a small rear wheel. The front wheels measured about 9 meters, 30 feet in diameter, while the rear wheel was only around 1.5 meters tall. The total length of the vehicle reached approximately 18 meters, and its height was close to 12 meters, making it one of the largest armored vehicles ever attempted. The structure was supported by a steel frame, and the crew compartment was elevated between the two front wheels, offering excellent visibility over the battlefield. The propulsion system relied on two engines, reportedly adapted from captured German Maybach engines, each producing roughly 240 horsepower. These engines powered the giant front wheels independently, theoretically allowing the vehicle to maintain movement even if one side encountered resistance. However, the overall power-to-weight ratio remained insufficient for such a massive machine. In terms of armament, the Tsar tank was designed to be heavily armed for its time. It included multiple machine guns mounted in side sponsons, providing wide defensive and offensive coverage against infantry. Some versions of the design also proposed installing light artillery cannons, which would have increased its ability to engage fortified positions. Its elevated firing positions gave it a strategic advantage in visibility and range, at least in theory. Despite its ambitious concept, the Tsar tank failed due to critical engineering flaws revealed during testing in 1915. While the large front wheels performed reasonably well when crossing obstacles, the small rear wheel quickly became a major weakness. On soft ground, mud, or uneven terrain, it would sink and immobilize the entire vehicle. Once stuck, the engines lacked the power needed to free it. Furthermore, the tank's enormous size made it highly vulnerable to enemy artillery fire. Its height and slow speed turned it into an easy and visible target. The weight distribution was poorly balanced, placing excessive pressure on the rear section. Maintenance, transportation, and battlefield deployment would have been extremely difficult, further reducing its practicality. After unsuccessful trials, the project was abandoned. The prototype was left at the testing site and remained there for years before being dismantled in the 1920s. Today, the Tsar tank is remembered as a bold but flawed experiment, an example of how innovative ideas must still contend with real-world engineering limitations and battlefield conditions.